Hello everyone and welcome. I am Eddie and we are playing the beta version of Fallen Enchantress Legendary Heroes. Whoops. Okay, so last time we were exploring, yes, looking for new city sites. We have one pretty good here, but unfortunately it's defended by, well, it's not defended, but there's an Earthrill spawn point right next to it. And yes, they are fairly tough with they have a very high defense. So that's going to be very dangerous. Alright, we have moved for this turn. What were we doing here? Building a monument. And yes, we had queued up a pioneer. We had a bad city spot here. Yeah, same here. Just the one good one there. Here seems a bit think it will probably close here. Maybe I should have seen if there was a city spot like here, but maybe better. I don't know. Alright, so... Oh yeah, so we have 3 moves with our main units, and we don't care about hills and forests. Okay, plus 10 experience. Alright. Okay, and see, here we see the new way we get skills every level. We now have a tree-like structure to select from, which allows us not only to see what we can select for this level, but what it will unlock for the next levels. So here we have 2 tabs, the General tab, which has the potential magical abilities that we can get, and the abilities that are shared by every heroes. So here, Tinker, this unit can equip an additional accessory. That's new. Quick, which unlocks Quick 2 and Finesse. And Graceful. Strength, which now unlocks Adventurer's Boon. And Potential. And in the Assassin tree, well, that's a lot of abilities. So we can either start with dodge or with accuracy, so basically defense or attack. So unfortunately, the 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 rest of the tree is a little bit dark for my taste. The problem is difficult to see the links between the. Maybe they should make it a little bit brighter. So yes, there are lots and lots of abilities. But I think, let's see. Yeah, I think we could use some strengths. And that's new, and that's very helpful to be able to go to a detailed view of our hero while we're selecting his new abilities. We could use some strengths, but we probably don't need it right away. So yes, I think for that ability Tinker, I think normally we are limited to 4 accessories or 3. I don't remember if it's 3 or 4 accessories. So that's one more again that might be useful, but later in the games, because right now we don't we're not even close to the limit. So I'm going to go with accuracy, I believe, to maybe unlock Vital Strike. Yeah, let's go with that. Right, so, oh yes, we killed the bear here. So let's see, I have 33 fame. Yeah, okay, so I get fame not when I kill the enemy, but when I get to his spawn point. And I get a padded vest. Yeah, she already had a leather armor, so... Yeah, then she's the one that could use some more strengths. We have another clay pit here. Okay, as you can see, our borders have increased because of the monument we finished, which means now we have another clay pit, and this turn is going to be very, very productive. And we're already at 4 materials, so it's going to make 5 with this new clay pit. Alright, and we have another 1-5 tile. And again, 1-5, it's really not that useful, especially now that the growth is linked to... Oh wow, and that's actually, I think this is the quest for the victory. Let's see. Yeah, the master quest. That's the first of the 3 quests we need to do to actually win the game. Yep, a black gate, that's it. But obviously we're a bit light to attempt to do it. Okay, we finished the Pioneer. So unfortunately, we only have this spot. That's interesting to build a city, but getting to it is not. So actually, I think I'm going to explore a little bit with my Pioneer just to check up there if there's anything settleable. And since he's from our race, he moves 3 and he's not slowed down by forest or hill, so that's a pretty good a combination of ability to be able to explore very very fast, especially for a huge map like the one I chose. Okay, here I don't want to. Well, actually, it won't actually do anything. I don't think so. Let's. Simon's Meyerskath. I think that's pretty powerful, and I think it moves like 3 or 4 tiles. So it shouldn't. Yeah, it moves in 5 tiles. So 9 attack, 5 defense. Yeah, so it's the baby type of. I think it's Scath, the family of this type of monster. It's probably the weakest one. Yeah, and they have the Deadly Bite ability, which is fairly useful. Okay, so now we have some interesting tiles to settle, especially with the grain right next to it. So here this tile would be a 4-4. Well, unfortunately no essence, but still a pretty good spot to settle. So here we have a 54 army. They are pretty weak, but there are lots of them, unfortunately. This is the type of army that it would be perfect to use, but we don't have it. What was the name? There's a spell that reduces the attack of every single enemy. I don't remember the name, but it would basically drop the threat of this enemy to almost nothing. Okay, we finished trading, so we'll get roads between our cities when we build them. Let's go with the administration. Alright, and we have a couple of spots here So it was a good idea to come up there with the Pioneer. 3-3 spot, which is acceptable if not incredible. Oh yeah, we had the Wolf 10 quest also. Okay, and we have another wildland here with a city spot right next to it. Okay, so I'm going to go with the 3-3 spot here. Okay, so let's check. Okay, city count penalty. So it seems to be 2 unrest per city. For some reason it doesn't show up here. Yeah, so now we have there's no more any reason to leave your city without any construction, because you have projects if you want to produce wealth or research. But here we're going to start with a workshop. As usual, I like my production, and a bell tower to reduce the unrest. And here where we finished the clay pit and are working on the earth altar. Oh, and we need to research mounted warfare before we can build on the wild horses resource. Alright. Okay, and we have our first altar. Yeah, we still have a bit of unrest, so let's go for the bell tower also. Okay, our growth is down to 2. So we now have a small food surplus, so I guess... Well, I maybe don't have enough data to extrapolate, but when we were above 300%, we had a +3 growth without counting the Tower of Dominion. And here we are between 100 and 200%, and we have only +1. So maybe it's just by range of 100. So from 100 to 200 you get +1, from 2 to 3 you get +2, and from 3 to 4 you get +3. So where are we? We're capped at 100 so far. Okay, let's build those two buildings first and we'll see where we are then. Alright, and you have a couple of nice spots here. And that allows us to finish administration. So yeah, we need that for the stables. Oh, and trading no longer gives us a +1 army size. So let's start on leather walking. Oh, let's see, where is... Let's check, what do we have access to in terms of weapons already? Alright, so let's get a new one. So, oh, we get directly the short spear. And we're also supposed to have access to a special shield, I believe, which is not there, so it's... I think it was the bronze shield. Okay, it's here in blacksmithing. Yeah, 4 defense, that was... yeah, there was a round shield before, so the bronze shield is probably taking its place. So yeah, I'm going to go for leather walking, which will allow me to design spear units in leather with a wood shield. Yeah, so here, I think here if I don't breach the wildland border, I don't think these monsters will wander around. Which means if I build a city here, I have to be very careful in trying to control its border growth. Because I really don't want to unlock those guys. Alright, and we have a pretty good spot here, 332. But again, it's right in between two wildlands, right next to a wildland border here. That's actually a pretty tough situation we're in terms of terrain, I think. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see what's in there. Alright, so we'll see that in our next episode. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, and see you later.